Hi, hello, I am here live today. First, I want to test my new streaming software, StreamYard here. If you watch it here, you also can give StreamYard permission to show your name. I also see in the chat your comments, so I encourage you to write questions in the comments. I'm here live today and I would like to show you a bit of an insight into one of my drawing lessons, how I teach, how I walk you through the drawing process step by step. This is the amazing cat face we will draw in Animal Art Week, the 5 days drawing workshop that is coming May 13th to 16th. So I am live on Facebook, on my Facebook page, and also on YouTube. Depending where you're watching, please maybe write in the chat where are you from, who is watching. I'm interested to see that. And I want to show you here how to draw fur around a cat eye. We will draw this beautiful cat face together in live drawing sessions on May 13th to 16th. We will also draw a horse eye. And if you always wanted to draw realistic animal portraits with pastels, but never were ready to start, or you are thinking you cannot do that, only others are drawing such beautiful animal portraits, but you are thinking you cannot do that, or are overwhelmed, or don't know where to start, I love to show you how to do that. I am very passionate about drawing realistic animal portraits. My name is Sabine. I am an animal portrait artist, and my passion is to bring animals to life on paper. And my big vision is to teach how to do that for others, so that you also can learn to draw animals. And I want to show you here how to draw fur. It's an insight into a drawing lesson out of Animal Art Club. This will also be available in my membership Animal Art Club, and we will draw that in Animal Art Week, the 5-day drawing workshop. You find a link to sign up in the description. It's just for $10. And here, let's go. I have shared my screen with you, and I just start here this lesson and walk you through. First here, I plot in ivory. This is a very light, creamy color, so a mixture of white and yellow, and I plot that in above the cat eye here. I'm working on pastel matte paper from Clairefontaine. I love to use that paper. It allows a lot of layers. And here I apply the pastel pigment, the ivory pit pastel pencil, and apply it below the eye, around the eye, so that the brown background paper is covered. I plot it in, so not too thick, that you don't oversaturate your paper. You know, such pastel papers and all drawing papers have a little mountains and valleys where you plot in pastel pigment, and then with each layer you are drawing, you fill in more and more pastel pigment between these spaces, between the mountains and valleys, and at some point, your paper will be then saturated when these spaces are full of pastel pigment. And so it's always better to avoid too much pressure, to avoid too much pigment. Here then I'm working with the black. I use here the black pit pastel pencil. For my upcoming workshop, I will also work with the pit pastel pencils. If you sign up, you get a material list for each lesson, a workbook with all material information. I love to work with the pit pastel pencils. They are harder, have a harder lead. And here I have plotted in the black. I also try to explain every color I'm using. Here 180. the raw ember. So let's plot in a bit of an ochre color here in the middle of the bridge of the nose as a base layer. Plot that in, apply a layer of the raw ember, and so I move here the pencil upwards and downwards and just bring in a nice first underpainting with the pastel pencil with the raw ember. The amazing thing of pastels is you can mix them together easily because they are dry and so dusty, and you can then blend the colors, mix the colors easily together. What I also love to do is to use more different colors in the first base layer. Hello to everybody who is watching. I would love to hear in the comments below from where are you watching. If you have any questions, write them below in the comments. I'm happy to answer you any question you have. I show you here how to draw fur around a cat face. Then I use here the paper stamp and blend the black first, the darker layer, blend the black and swipe over the edges. So I always also blend the layers together, swipe over the edges, move the paper stamp upwards and downwards. For blending pastel pigments, you need blending tools. You can use either these paper stamps, or you can also use cotton swabs, sponges, applicators, so little sponges like you use cosmetic brushes and so on. I love to use these paper stamps, blending stamps, and then blend the base layer together here. Always also make sure that you follow the fur direction, have a good look at your reference photo, and follow the fur direction. I would also answer your questions if you have any questions about drawing with pastel pencils, drawing animals with pastels. I'm happy to answer your questions. Please write them below this video. Also, if you have any questions about the upcoming 5 days drawing workshop, Animal Art Week, where we will draw this beautiful cat face, I will walk you through step by step through the drawing process. And it's always amazing to draw live with other people, this community feeling, to draw together with other people and to see what others creating, to be in that flow, to draw together the same subject with other participants in the workshop. Here I'm going in with a darker pencil, with the black again and with brown, and add some darks. So first plot in the base layer and then go over with some darks. To bring animals to life on paper is really one of the most fascinating things. And to work with pastel pencils, it allows you really to draw very, very realistic animal portraits. And what is fun, and if you're drawing on pastel matte paper from Clairefontaine, it is so fun to draw with the lights over the darks, and so easy to add contrast into your portrait and bring in highlights on top, add shadows and so on. If you're interested in learning that technique, or if you are drawing for a longer time and just would like to improve your drawing skills, or maybe discover a new technique for you, or just trying different things out, I invite you to join Animal Art Week, May 13th to 16th. You can find the link in the description. For just $10, you can draw with me together live, a whole week long, 5 days, and ask me questions. You also get bonuses like a ladybug. We also will draw a horse eye. This will be really fun. How do you draw the white reflection in an animal eye? What pencil do you use? Drawing that is a question here below. on Facebook, how do you draw the white reflection in an animal eye? What pencils do you use to draw that? That's a good question. So I just use a white pastel pencil. I use the Pitt pastel pencils, and the highlights in the eye I'm drawing with the white, or use a white cappuccello, or use you can also use white charcoal pencils, for example. The amazing thing is to draw these white highlights that you can draw on the pastel matte paper with lights over darks, and then these highlights are brilliant and popping up. Of course, if you have a darker underpainting, it's better to bring the white highlights in place first. Okay, any other questions? I'm happy to answer your questions. Write them below in the comments. So here I then start building up the fur with here adding some darks, adding some black dark strokes, and building up the fur here step by step. And I always have a good look at the reference photo and in what direction the fur is going. In a cat face, the fur changes a lot, the direction. So it's always good to compare the reference photo. And then I bring in here many fine lines and strokes. To build up this fur takes a bit of a time. Of course, you cannot draw a cat face in 10 minutes. It needs a bit of time. But it is also relaxing. So if you are looking for an activity for you to calm down after a busy day, or to relax, do something for yourself, having a bit me time, drawing fur, drawing animals is really amazing. I also have clients and students in my membership that told me that I'd really helped them to overcome difficult times, or even that a doctor recommended it as a kind of therapy, and then they started drawing and loved it. So bringing animals to life on paper with pencils, with your own hand, is really amazing and helpful, and it can have an impact on your own life. So if you're thinking of starting drawing animals with pastels, or if you just would like to improve your drawing skills, this is an insight into one of my drawing lessons. There I always film my lessons and explain every step I do, like I do here, adding fine details, draw the lines, adding darks in the fur. Building up fur always needs layers, many layers. First, you need an underpainting, and then you build up layer by layer the fur structure. It is important to bring in depth into the fur, darks, lights, going over with the darks. So going over with the darks between the layers you have drawn already, and going over with the lights, then over the part you have drawn. Okay, so I will now stop sharing the screen, or just this live demo of one of my drawing lessons stopped here. You see here this beautiful cat face. I also have the beautiful cat face here. I just make myself a bit larger. We will draw this beautiful cat face here in Animal Art Week. It's a whole entire cat face. If you would like to draw that too, I invite you to join the 5 days drawing workshop. You find a link in the description. We will also draw a beautiful horse eye. So you can also draw that horse eye here. And you get a bonus lesson to draw, where I show you how to mix colors, how you add reflections on that ladybug. And this is a bonus lesson, and you get different mini motivation lessons to draw every day. You can just sign up for Animal Art Week in the link in the description for just $10. I would love to see you there and help you to begin or continue your animal art journey with pastels. Thank you for watching today. I will be live more often on my YouTube channel and also on Facebook in the next days. I hope you come and follow me. If you have questions, pop them below in the comments. I'm happy to answer. Then I hope I see you soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.